or were you just somebody different in the wintertime? Like, were you putting on an act to kind of like pull me in?
Seems like this kind of love triangle with Lindsay kind of continues, but, you know, based on the trailer. I mean, how did that kind of change the dynamic in the house this time around? And did that end things for you in Austen completely?
It wasn't a great mix in the dynamic. It wasn't, to be honest. And it definitely made me take a step back from him and just kind of be like, yo, what are you doing? Like, it did make me question him for a while. And like, these are things that I've like discussed with him. Like, I felt like, you know, winter Austen and summer Austen were different. It did make me wonder. I was like, do I even really know you? So it made me kind of question, like, do I even actually know who this guy is? Like, or were you just somebody different in the wintertime? Like, were you putting on an act to kind of like pull me in, and then like you're like pulling the rug out from under me? But like, you know, I think that he was in such a different headspace in the summer that kind of played into some of his actions. Not that they are excuses, but sometimes you really have to be in like a headspace to like be filming and you know, come to our parties and be in our house. Like sometimes if you're not feeling it, it's hard to kind of like mask it.
Yeah. So you felt like he wasn't really feeling it over the summer and like just kind of wanted to take a step back?
Well, I mean, I felt like there was like pressure, a little bit of pressure, and like, you know, he has like a people-pleasing tendency. He wants to make people happy, but you know, yeah.
How are things with the two of you now, if you can tell us?
We're good. We're in a better place. We definitely had to have like a very long conversation, but we're definitely better than like how we left the summer.
Yeah. I mean, what was your reaction on when he was on Watch What Happens Live and he was saying that, you know, you were a better kisser than Lindsay and like Lindsay was in the audience? Because obviously, you know, rightfully so, Lindsay was not happy about that situation. What was your kind of reaction to that?
I mean, I just kind of felt like, I mean, personally, I mean, he texted me after it and I was just like, I'm not involved in this and I have no opinion of it. But I really didn't feel like it was that serious. And I try to put myself in that situation. Like if I was sitting in the audience and it was like one of my really good guy friends that I like, you know, kissed or like hooked up with, but like, I also like don't care that much. Like I just didn't find it that big of a deal. If he would have picked Lindsay, I would have been like, cool, you know? Then it's like also a choice to sit in the audience as well. So like, and it was off of like a heated episode. So, you know.
Right. Do you know if he and Lindsay are back to talking or if she's willing to give their friendship another chance?
I don't know, actually. I have no idea.
Yeah. Do you feel like Austen is definitely like over his ex now though?
I think, yeah, like he's definitely seeing that the grass is greener and like he's like, I think that he's just so done with the drama and he doesn't want to be involved in that type of like, you know, like he just doesn't need it, you know?
Right.
So
yeah.
He's over that cycle.
You know, you had this relationship with Austen. I mean, you kind of say a little bit in the first episode, but how did your relationship kind of change in between Winter House and Summer House? And how would you have described your relationship during that time?
I mean, like Austen, like when we left Vermont, I don't think either of us were in a place to like jump into something. Like he definitely wasn't. He's just out of, you know, that relationship with his ex. And like, I wasn't like necessarily thinking like, oh my God, we have to date each other. And we did spend some time, like I spent some time in Charleston and like we did see each other in between that. But like, not to say like, yeah, we just didn't care about each other. I think the feelings were still there. It was just a matter of like timing. So I think coming into the summer, I was like still very open to like, you know, seeing what it could be with him. But yeah, but like just, we left off on a great note in the wintertime. And like, I was like, of course, like come to the house and like, you know, have fun with all of us.
Right.
But, you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, what is it about Austen that you just couldn't get enough of?
You know, a lot of people love to talk about his height. Like a lot of people love to talk about it, but it really is his personality. Like there's something about his personality. He's very charismatic and like can grab the attention of any room that he walks in, and just like he's just so funny. And there is a really soft side of him. Like he's like a teddy bear. Like he comes off like very loud, obnoxious, tall. Like Yeah, but he's also so sweet. There's a side of him that like I don't feel like a lot of people get to know or get to see when they're watching it or on TV, because like there is this really caring, sweet side. He is very thoughtful and like, yeah, just unfortunately I don't feel like people really get to see that side of him.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like also what like pulls me in, you know, with him. So